What's up guys, Jay Walia here and this is Pura Vida. Today we are checking out a rather special bottle right here. This is the Oban 14-year-old West Highland single malt whiskey, and I can't wait to try this whiskey out and get into all of the tasting notes, the nosing, but first the inspection. The Oban 14-year-old single malt West Highland whiskey. This is one of the tallest bottles that you will find. Bottles of scotch, that is. And it is non-chill filtered, 43% ABV as you can see. I would like to comment on the color. It's a beautiful color. Unfortunately, this is an artificially colored whiskey. I'll be back with the story of the Oban 14 years. Okay, now the Oban distillery is actually, there's a pretty interesting story behind it, because the distillery came first and then the town of Oban developed. You know, it's often said to be the missing link between Highland malts and Islay malts, because there is sort of a smoky, peaty quality to the whiskey itself. Now, the Oban distillery or the Oban whiskey itself is one of the 6 classic single malts in Scotland, and you know, it's a very elite group to be in, but it's also one of the lesser known whiskies, and a lot of people say that it is one of the best bang for your buck single malts that you can find out there. So we're gonna put that to the test today and see what the Oban 14-year-old gives us. Well, on the nose, so immediately you're getting that sort of waft of smoke, but it's not quite as strong as an Islay peat smoke, but it's a very light, almost heather smoke. You know, a little deeper into the nosing, and you get the Highland characteristics of the single malt itself, which is a very fruity profile on the nose itself. And I think one of the fruits that really stands out is prunes, you know, dried prunes. You're getting a very, very strong pruny scent on the nose. There's no spice whatsoever. You're just getting a very strong scent of prunes on the nose, as well as the light smoke. Somewhat peaty, but not too heavy. You know, it's almost like a tobacco smoke that you're getting on the nose. An explosion of flavor on the palate. You know, the initial tasting itself, it's not a very strong whiskey. It's only 43% ABV, but you do somewhat feel a slight alcoholic note on the palate. More importantly though, you're getting that dried fruit from the scent itself, from the nosing, translated onto the palate as well. So you're getting a lot of course, prunes, like I mentioned earlier, at the nosing, but you're also getting a very nice viscous fig note on the palate. It coats the tongue. When you press it against your palate, you know, you're getting that nice smoke, that somewhat peaty smoke. So there is slightly more peat on the palate than it is at the nosing itself, but it's not too overpowering. It's actually a very well balanced whiskey. It's got a great mid-length finish to it. It's very interesting. I've got to go in for another. On the finish, you're getting actually dark chocolate as well. Elements of dark chocolate that are creeping in. I'm going to add a drop or 2 of water into this and see how it evolves. 1, 2, alright. So I've let a few drops of water settle in there for a bit, you know, just to see how the whiskey develops with the addition of water into it. Now, just not too much, just 2 drops into the whiskey itself. So water just unlocks a different element to the whiskey. You're still getting the same sort of flavor profile as before. You know, you're getting lots of prunes, figs, a very viscous mouthfeel on the palate. Of course, the peat smoke comes in, but the water settles the peat smoke a little more, and now you're getting this nice sort of almost vanilla-like sweetness on the finish. In addition, with the very, very faint dark chocolate. Wonderful. It's such a rounded, well-balanced whiskey. There is no spice on the palate at all, so if that's more your thing, then maybe this drum might not be the right one for you. But if you like fruits, wow, with water it really opens up. There's a lot of sweetness that's coming through, that's cutting through the peat smoke. It's a very consistently rounded, balanced whiskey. And to answer the question, is this one of the most bang for your buck single malts out there in the market? I will actually agree 100% with that. You know, it gives you everything. You know, if you could bring this to a party and you have a group of people who are fans of, you know, Islay malts, and you have groups of people who are fans of Highland or Speyside malts, you know, this will satisfy everyone. If you're not a fan of peat at all, just introduce a couple of drops of water into your drum, let it sit, and trust me, the smoke would have just mellowed out a whole lot more. You'll get this lovely sweetness on the palate. To me, the Oban 14-year-old is one of the most balanced single malts I have ever tasted. It is a great whiskey to have lying in the cabinet, because, you know, just in case, you never know, you don't want something that's too strong or too fruity, you just want something in between. Or if you want to pair this with a cigar, this whiskey is wonderful, regardless of what cigar you're going to pair this with, you know. Definitely give this a try. Oban 14-year-olds, and it doesn't cost an arm and leg at all, you know. It is very reasonably priced. So yeah, nothing but good things to say. This has been Pura Vida episode, checking out the Oban 14-year-olds, and it is obviously passed with flying colors. I'm going to continue drinking this. I'll see you guys at the next review. Till next time, happy drinking. Let's love letters, it gets